Good morning everyone and welcome back to another relaxing perfume video. I hope you're doing well and I hope that you all had an absolutely wonderful Christmas time. So today I'm just going to be going through my entire niche perfume collection. If you've been following my channel, you might have seen the recent video I posted on my entire designer perfume collection as well. If you missed that one, I'll try and remember to leave a card at the top of this video and a link to it in the description box so you can check that one out. But in today's video I'm just going to go through all of my high-end niche fragrances. As you can see here, I have maybe what you'd consider like a small to medium-sized collection. I know these things are subjective, but certainly compared to my designer perfume collection, this one is a fair bit smaller. I haven't actually counted the bottles, but yeah, you can see how many are there. Not a huge amount, but like a nice amount. There's still quite a lot in the niche world that I have yet to try and things like that. So I would say on the whole, like I am pretty new to niche perfumery. Before we get started with the video today, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe so that you'll never miss a future video. Feel free to activate the notification bell if you would like to be notified every time I post a new video. And if you would like to, you can pop over and follow me on Instagram as well. Let me know if you've got yourself a drink with you today. I'm just sipping on some coffee because it's actually first thing in the morning just now. And I think first up, I will start with these fragrances kind of at the back here, the ones I couldn't really fit on the tray. I did get most of them on the tray, but not these ones here. So first up we have the beautiful Amorous Femme from Maison Francis Kurkjian. Now, this is one of the newer additions to my collection. You may have seen this featured in one of my recent haul videos, my luxury haul. This really was a luxury purchase, you guys. I'm not in the habit of just purchasing fragrances like this, you know. It really does have to take quite a lot to, you know, sway me into purchasing a fragrance like this, and I really do love this one. I've worn it a few times since I purchased it. I've worn it like to work and things like that. And funnily enough, this fragrance kind of reminded me a little bit of the Tiffany fragrances, like the original one and also the Intense. This one kind of reminds me a little bit of those fragrances. And the Tiffany ones actually didn't work out for me at all. I really did not get on well with the Intense version of Tiffany. I quite liked the original Tiffany, but not enough to actually go out and like purchase it, not now anyway. But something I kind of noticed about this perfume is it almost reminds me a little bit of the Tiffany fragrances in the style and the feel of the scent profile, if that makes sense. But of course I much prefer this one. I think this one is absolutely incredible. And I think, you know, I don't feel the need to purchase either of the Tiffany fragrances at this point. I really love this one. It's quite a bright fragrance. I believe it has lemon blossom or mandarin orange blossom, something like that in here. So it has a kind of bright citrusy aspect to it. I believe it also has, this fragrance also has a note of amorous in there. I'm really not familiar with that note at all, but from what I was reading on Fragrantica, it kind of mentioned that it had an almost pine needle type effect, which I thought that was really nice. I actually really enjoy a pine scent, so I was quite pleased to read that about the amorous notes. So it has amorous in here, it also has iris. I believe in the base notes it has vetiver, musk, amber, things like that. I can't remember if it has vanilla, I don't think so. But anyway, those are roughly the notes there for you, and I just really enjoy this one, you guys. It's kind of bright, like I mentioned, but it has like a warm, cozy, powdery feeling to it. Especially in the dry down of the scent. So there's a really nice sort of contrast going on in here. Very, very unusual fragrance, very classy, very elegant, quite easy to wear, very put together, and very elegant indeed. So that is Amorous Femme from Maison Francis Kurkjian, a new addition to my collection and one that I've been absolutely loving. Next up today we have this beauty right here, you guys, Danger Pour Femme from Roche Parfum. And I'm sure many of you will remember hearing me mention this one quite a few times, just with it, you know, ever since I got it, really. I do absolutely love this one. I think it's very, very sophisticated, it's very understated, it's kind of got a little hint of glamour about it. I really cannot say enough good things about this one, you guys. Let me know in the comments if you've tried it. Let me know if you have purchased like the little sample set that you can get from this house to try pretty much all of them from the line. But this is the one that I chose as my first fragrance from the Essence de Parfum range, and I really do enjoy it. Overall, I mean, there's really a lot going on in this fragrance. There's no point in me even attempting to read out all of those notes like from memory. I believe there's like citruses in the opening, there's quite a few florals, and then woody notes and things like that. But overall, what I really get from this is a kind of very smooth, enveloping, luxurious, sweet, woody, vanillic, suede-like kind of smell. And it really is quite sumptuous. It reminds me a lot of Chanel No. 5, actually. There are differences between the two, but I would say, you know, if I had to pick a well-known fragrance that this reminds me of, it would be that perfume. However, to me, this one is better. It's better blended, it's maybe a bit more modernized, it's just absolutely incredible, you guys. But it does kind of remind me of Chanel's No. 5 to give you like a feel, you know, for how this one smells. But it is absolutely incredible. I mean, just look at the bottle, it's absolutely unreal. Something I noticed about this fragrance is in person, the bottle is even more breathtaking than when you see it on the screen. Like when you actually receive it and hold it, it's much more incredible than you could ever sort of appreciate from seeing it on a screen, if that makes sense. But it's just absolutely stunning, you guys, and that is Danger Pour Femme. One thing I just want to add quickly before I move on is, although this is a very, very elevated fragrance, to me it is still very comfortable and easy to wear, which is kind of essential for me, if I'm being honest. You know, there can be a really stunning fragrance, but if I don't feel comfortable wearing it, then chances are like it just won't even get worn in my collection, and there's obviously no point in that. But this is a fragrance that I really do feel very comfortable wearing, even though it's very like elegant, sophisticated and dressy. So even on days like if I'm just going to work or if I'm just going for a coffee, it really doesn't matter. I still feel comfortable wearing this fragrance, even though it's very, very luxurious and dressy to me. So that is the beautiful Danger Pour Femme from Roche Parfums, one that I absolutely love. Next up today I have Amber 114 from Eastward Parfum. And this is a gorgeous ambery fragrance. This was actually my scent of the day on Christmas Eve, and it was the perfect cozy, comforting Christmas Eve type of fragrance. It's basically a kind of spicy, complex, ambery, vanilla, woody type of fragrance with some florals as well. Like, there is a lot of complexity in here, but overall, as you would guess from the name, it's like amber based. It's a warm, sweet and spicy type of scent. Very, very stunning, very elegant, quite mature, like sophisticated, opulent even, has a very rich, opulent feeling to it, and I absolutely love it. This is quite a small, this is a 15ml size, I believe, and as you can see, I'm kind of making my way through it a little bit. When you actually spray from this bottle, not a lot comes out, so like it won't go down as quickly as a normal fragrance just because of like the amount that it actually sprays out. But you know, having said that, I'm already like making my way through it. It's one I really enjoy, you guys. Almost similar in a way to Danger Pour Femme in the sense that even though it's a very elevated fragrance, I still find this one very easy to wear and I really enjoy wearing it. So that is Amber 114 from Histoire Parfum. Very gorgeous amber fragrance. And the last one I have here before I move on to my little tray is Montal's Mucalat, a fragrance that I believe can be fairly polarizing, actually. Let me know if you've tried this one. I believe it was Alithia Marie here on YouTube. I don't think this one worked out very well for her when she blind purchased it. So I think it can be fairly hit or miss. It's not one that I would like recommend blind buying. I didn't actually blind buy this myself. I purchased a wee sample, first of all, from Notino before I took the plunge and purchased it. This is a very unusual fragrance, you guys. I mean, how to even explain? It reminds me of, it's strawberry sort of centered, but then there's almost this kind of sandalwood kind of effect. And there's something kind of plasticky in there. Like the way that the notes interact with one another, it creates this overall effect of maybe plastic or something strange, you know, this strange kind of effect. And I really do like it. I would say I have to be in the mood to wear it though. It's not a fragrance that gets an awful lot of wear, which is kind of a shame seeing as it's a 100ml bottle. But there you have it. So that's Mucalat, a very unusual, sweet, vanillic, strawberry, plastic kind of smell. What I will quickly say, actually, you guys, that's my only Montal fragrance. As you can see, that's actually the only one that I currently own. If you have any recommendations from the house, please just say. I mean, I've already tried. I used to own Intense Cafe and I moved it on, and I've already tried the Ristretto Intense Cafe, but if you have any other like suggestions from this house of fragrances that you think I'd like, then definitely let me know. And you know, just to give me some ideas for other ones to purchase from the house. So now we have all of these beauties right here. Just wondering where to start, actually. Okay, so first up from the tray, I think I will mention my Meleg Perfumes Very Cherry Rose Chocolate Patchouli, which is a very unusual fragrance indeed. Very almost slightly dusty smelling rose, sweet, cherry sort of fragrance. Very, very thick, very heady, unapologetic, quite loud. And it's a really nice fragrance. You don't have to spray very much of this at all to get a lasting effect. It's a very strong perfume. So that is Meleg Perfumes Very Cherry Rose Chocolate Patchouli. Next up we have a new love in my collection, you guys. I absolutely love this fragrance. I just absolutely love it. So that is Blue Turquoise from the Armani Privé line. And I suppose this is technically designer, but for some reason it didn't feel right featuring it in my designer perfumes video, because this one is just so different from all of my other designer fragrances. I just feel like it's more, I don't know, it fits within this collection better, even though like I know it's technically a designer. In my mind, the way I like feel about it, it's kind of niche, or high end at least. So that's that one here. Very, very unusual fragrance, you guys. I mean, yes, it has salt and yes, it has vanilla, but it's not limited to a salty vanilla fragrance. There's so much more going on in here. You have some florals like Lang Lang and also jasmine, I believe. You have a nice incense note. You have woody notes. There's a really interesting note in here, cypriol oil. So overall, when this fragrance comes together, it's just extremely like magnetizing, it's hypnotizing, alluring, beautiful, unlike anything else I've ever tried. So yeah, like I say, it's just a very unusual fragrance with lots of interesting notes. It almost has like a spa kind of feeling to it. It's very luxurious, very elevated. But again, I find this one quite easy to wear, you guys. I mean, even just going to work or like anywhere, I just find this one very easy to wear. And thank goodness in a way, because if I was, you know, always reserving this one, then to me it's not really worth it in a way. I like to be able to use my fragrances, if you know what I mean, and it's just as well because this is the 100ml bottle. So that is Blue Turquoise from Armani Privé. Next, we have an old classic in my collection, and that is Juliet Has a Gun. This is a really stunning sandalwoody, sweet, slightly fruity, floral kind of fragrance, quite powdery. I believe you have your iris in here, you have your raspberry, you also have tuberose, caramel, sandalwood, vanilla. It's just an absolute delight. I really enjoy this one. I've talked about it a lot on my channel over the last year and a bit, or whenever I purchased it, really. I really do enjoy this one. Kind of reminds me of Hypnotic Poison a little bit, but there are like a few differences between them as well. But anyway, that's the delectable Juliet Has a Gun. The second fragrance I own from the Juliet Has a Gun house is Lipstick Fever, and I do really enjoy this one. I think it's an absolute delight. Another one of those very easy to wear perfumes. I just kind of grab for this one maybe if I don't know what to wear. You know what I mean? Like if it's one of those days and I really don't know which fragrance to wear, this is a good one to actually reach for in those kind of scenarios. Really nice lipsticky fragrance. Kind of like creamy, waxy, powdery feeling to it. Kind of luxe. And a nice level of sweetness as well. So that's Lipstick Fever from Juliet Has a Gun. Next we have these three gute fragrances right here. We have Tenue de Soirée, we have Nuit et Confidence, and we also have Étoile de Nuit. And I really enjoy all three of these. I purchased these fairly recently. You know, it was the same time as, you know, this one and also Amorous Femme, so they were all purchased kind of together as a special treat. And I would say at first I was maybe kind of underwhelmed with like a few of these. I liked that one from the start, but I would say like these two here I found slightly underwhelming. But since then they've really grown on me, you guys. I mean, I'm really enjoying these a lot more than I was expecting to. I would say in particular Étoile de Nuit. That one has really taken me by surprise because it's a nice comforting fragrance. I've really enjoyed wearing it like to bed, just kind of day to day. It's another easy reach type of scent, very polished and put together type of feeling, reminiscent of makeup and lipsticks. I just really, really enjoy it. It's a very simple note profile from what I can remember. So I believe there is raspberry, rose and iris in here, but to me it smells a little bit more like complex than that. So that's those three fragrances there. Nuit et Confidence is a nice, slightly incensey, like vanilla type of scent. It kind of reminds me of other fragrances like Mancera Roses Vanille. It kind of reminds me of a like gentle Fluidity Gold as well. It's like that kind of a scent. So if you enjoy those perfumes, then I think that you would also enjoy this one. You know, it's not quite as unique as I was hoping it to be. I kind of expected this one to be a bit more unique, but like, oh well, it doesn't really matter. I enjoy it nonetheless. So that's that one there. And like I say, this is kind of the most interesting one, I would say. You know, this is kind of unlike anything else I own. It's a nice, like, fruity patchouli type of fragrance that's not tooth-achingly sweet. It's kind of, like, elegant and sophisticated because it doesn't have that very strong sweetness. Although it does have a note of caramel, so it does have a sweetness in here, but it's very, very, like, pared back, and that's what I like about it. Gorgeous bottles, that applies to all three of these. I think they're all in an absolutely stunning presentation. So that is Tenue de Soirée, a fragrance that I liked right from the start. Potentially my favourite from all three of these, but like I say, I've been enjoying them all more, like the more I've been wearing them. Next up today we have Italica from Xerjoff, and this was a fragrance that had to grow on me for sure. Like, it was a complete blind buy, which probably wasn't, like, I mean, it's never really a good idea, but sometimes I can't help myself, you guys. It's a really nice fragrance, kind of biscuity in nature, very thick, very true gourmand, you know. This one reminds me of maybe cinnamon biscuits, spiced sweet biscuits, vanilla biscuits, that type of thing. Or like a chai latte, something kind of gritty. There's like a gritty texture to this. So it's really, really nice. I would say I enjoy it more now, but like at the start I wasn't super impressed. So that is Xerjoff's Italica. And then we have my wee hair mist from the House of Xerjoff, and that is Gran Ballo. I really like this fragrance. I've not actually been reaching for this one an awful lot, which is kind of a shame. Like, it's a really nice fragrance. I think what I need to do is I need to find like a perfume that this one smells nice with, so that whenever I wear the perfume I can then wear like this hair mist alongside it. I can't think which fragrance from my collection this would kind of go with, because obviously to me I feel like I can't really wear this on its own because it is a hair mist, so I would want to wear like a proper fragrance and then spray this like in my hair. So if any of you can think of a perfume that I own that this might actually kind of blend well with, then feel free to let me know in the comments. But it's a really lovely fragrance. I mean, it kind of reminds me of Viva La Juicy. To me, they used to smell very similar. I notice more differences now, and I prefer this one now, but there is definitely something in here like reminiscent of the Viva La Juicy line of fragrances. But anyway, that's Gran Ballo from Xerjoff, a nice wee dinky hair mist there. Next we have my two beloved Parfums de Marly fragrances here. This is a Thalia, a really stunning fragrance. This was no, it wasn't my first purchase. My first purchase was Delena Exclusive. This has been my second edition from the line of perfumes, and I really enjoy it. This is a really interesting, complex kind of fragrance. It's almost like, you know those mood rings that can change colour depending on your mood? This is almost like the perfume version of that, in the sense that it's always changing. There's always something, like from one wear to the next, this perfume does not smell the same to me, so it's kind of really interesting from that point of view, you know? Primarily, just to kind of sum up, it's like a musky, irisy, ambery, incensey, sweet, slightly creamy vanillic, slightly makeup-y type of fragrance. But, you know, sometimes certain aspects can come out more than others, so it's like really, really interesting to wear. Very nice and dressy, very, very feminine. I really enjoy this one. I don't reach for it an awful lot. I'm gonna try and wear it more, I think, because I do really enjoy it. So that was a Thalia from Parfums de Marly. And then of course we have the beautiful, the wonderful Delena Exclusive, also from Parfums de Marly, and this is just the most stunning powdery rose fragrance, you guys. Like, I just don't think I could find, like, I can't think of any other rose perfume that comes like close to this. It's just insane. I mean, like the layers in here, the journey that it takes you on, all the different aspects that you have going on in here coming together like seamlessly, it really is something to behold. So of course I absolutely love this one. I've had it for quite a long time at this point. I want to say like over a year, but oh my gosh, you guys, it's just so beautiful, so stunning. And of course the lasting power is incredible, and the sillage and everything like that. So that is the beautiful Delena Exclusive from Parfums de Marly. So there we have it, you guys. That is my niche slash high-end like luxury perfume collection. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought in the comments section. I always really enjoy chatting with you guys down there. And of course, if you did enjoy the video, then be sure to click the like button so that the video can reach more people. And remember to subscribe so that you never miss a future video on my channel. Thank you again for watching. I truly appreciate you. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon on my next video. Bye!